Hi, we're basically for a new session today, I will be talking about the simplified version of color theory. I will be dividing the video into three parts. First, I will be talking about the three integral parts of the color. Second is why color is important and the meaning behind these colors. And lastly are the color schemes. PS to all viewers out there, we are definitely not professionals, and these are just beginner tips from your very own beginners. Without further ado, let's talk about the three integral parts of the color, namely hue, value, and saturation. Hue refers to the dominant color family of the specific color we're looking at. Hue is somewhat synonymous to what we usually refer to as colors. Red, green, blue, yellow, and orange are a few examples of different hues. Hues are usually divided into warm colors and cool colors. This will be explained as our session goes on. Now, to describe the difference between the hue and color is that color is the general term we usually use to describe every hue, tint, tone, or shade we see. White, black, and gray are often referred to as a color, while hue on the other hand refers to the dominant color family. Hue refers to the origin of the colors we can see. The next thing that we'll be talking about is value. Value refers to the lightness and darkness of the color and has two subsets, which are tint and shade. Tint refers to the color's lightness, while shade refers to the color's darkness. If you add black, you decrease the value of a color, while if you add white, you increase the value of a color. Value deals directly with light. Since we see objects and understand objects because of how dark or light they are, value is incredibly important to art. Now, saturation, on the other hand, defines the brilliance and intensity of a color. When a pigment hue is toned, both white and black are added to the color to reduce the color saturation. Now, when a color has a high saturation, the pigment intensity is vivid and bright. And when a color is desaturated or low saturation, the color appears to be grayed out or muted. The second thing that we will be talking about is why color is important and what's the meaning behind these colors. Now, according to Beth Goldowitz, color and the manipulation of color to express distance, importance, and emotions are an essential component of almost every form of art. With this being said, color have different meaning which helps to make your artwork add emotions and depth into it. Now going back to the color, as I mentioned a while ago, hues can be divided into two segments, which are warm and cool. Warm colors include red, orange, and yellow, and variations of those three colors. These are the colors of fire, of fall leaves, and of sunsets and sunrises, and are generally energizing, passionate, and positive. Red and yellow are both primary colors, with orange falling in the middle, which means that warm colors are all truly warm and aren't created by combining a warm color with a cool color. Now use warm colors in your designs and arts to reflect passion, happiness, enthusiasm, and energy. Cool colors, on the other hand, include green, blue, and purple, and are often more subdued than warm colors. They are the colors of night, of water, of nature, and are usually calming, relaxing, and somewhat reserved. Use cool colors to convey the feeling of calm, relaxed, and refreshed. Their receding effect can even make you meditative, as though you are losing yourself in an endless blue sky. Now there's also this thing called neutral colors, which often serve as the backdrop of your design. They are commonly combined with brighter accent colors, but they can also be used on their own in designs and arts, and can create very sophisticated layouts. The meanings and impressions of neutral color are much more affected by the colors that surround them than are warm and cool colors. By knowing the meaning behind the colors, we can now talk about the different types of color schemes. A color scheme is used to describe the overall selections of colors in an artwork. These color schemes utilize colors at certain locations on the color wheel. There are 7 main types of color schemes in art, naming monochromatic, analogous, complementary, split complementary, triadic, tetradic, and square. In monochromatic, take one hue and create other elements from different shades and tints of it. One example would be a series of shades and tints for purple. Analogous, on the other hand, uses 3 colors located beside one another on the color wheel. An example of it would be the orange, yellow, and green combination. In complementary, it uses opposite ends of colors of the color wheel. Take yellow and magenta hues for example. Split complementary, or also known as compound harmony, add colors from either side of your complementary color pair to soften contrast. It is usually a group of 3 hues with the other 2 near the complementary color pair, such as yellow, violet, and red. Now triadic takes 3 colors, hence the name, that are equally distant on the color wheel, such as yellow, blue, and red. These colors may not be as vibrant, but the scheme can be, as it maintains harmony and high contrast. Tetradic takes 4 colors that are 2 sets of complementary pairs and choose one dominant color. An example would be orange, yellow, blue, and violet. However, as you use this type of color scheme, watch the balance between warm and cool colors. Lastly is the square, which is a variant of a tetradic, which takes 4 equally distant colors or 90 degrees. Unlike tetradics, square schemes can work well if you use all 4 colors evenly. Now, as you delve into art, questions such as which type of color schemes should I use would occur on you frequently. Take into consideration as you choose your overall theme on what type of emotions you want to convey in your art and how different types of color schemes affect it. Websites such as Adobe Color and Canva Color Palette could help you pick your desirable color theme and help you improve your creative mindset. And that's basically it. Now, you can try and have fun and play with colors. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Stay safe.